Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the C.R. Lawrence SW250BL. This is a roll of self-adhesive weather strip in a black finish. This is a 17-foot roll that you see here. This is available in a 100-foot roll and a 500-foot roll. Serious price drop when you buy in length. Significant and noticeable. If you were to search the site just for SW250BL, the three lengths will come up and you can do the math and see how drastically that all changes. So if you're doing 5 doors, you'll want to order a 100-foot roll, that sort of thing. It's, you know, that is 5. The break-even point, quite frankly, is at 4 rolls, at 4 17-foot rolls versus a 100-foot roll. Okay, here we go. Now, this material is self-adhesive backed. Dimensionally, it's a 1/2 inch wide and a 1/4 inch thick. Very typical, very common. 1/2 inch. Now, it's a bit heavy on 1/2 inch. Quarter inch thickness, yeah. I mean, the overall width of this is going to be, it's closer to 9/16, just so we know what we're dealing with. It will compress down fairly well and is made of santoprene, a synthetic sort of rubber. You can research the name, the santoprene, and get a very technical description of it online. It is applied to the stop perimeter of a frame to prevent energy loss, reduce noise and dust infiltration. It will not crack or craze in cold or heat. Self-adhesive application makes installation easy and requires only scissors or a utility knife to cut to size. Tested in accordance with ASTM E-283 and Warnock-Hersey listed for up to 90 minutes. It may be trimmed for a perfect fit. Black. That is everything that C.R. Lawrence tells you about this, other than that it's available in BL for black, W for white, B for brown. Then below this video is an image showing where it's installed. It's generally installed on the face of the stop, even though it would be better if you installed it on the face of the stop when it's on the lock side. The lock jamb, it would be probably preferable to run that on the face of the stop on the header, but on the hinge side you could apply it to the rabbet itself. That would work good as well, or you can apply it to the face of the stop in all instances. Shouldn't really be too much of an issue. Now, people are going to use this, quite frankly, on fire-rated doors, although it doesn't say that it's smoke and draft rated. So if you've got like a hotel door, that's going to require, in addition to the smoke and in addition to the 90-minute or 45-minute, a smoke and draft control rating. So if you need that, probably don't order this material. What they really don't provide also is any sort of guidelines in terms of installation. It's simple and straightforward, the installation of this material, but what you need to know is that the adhesive is only going to work when you're applying it down to a very clean surface, when you're applying it down to a surface that's completely free of dust or debris, oil from your hands. If the frame has been recently painted, or if the wood frame has been recently stained or clear coated, that surface material needs to be completely cured as well, at least a week. The temperature of the frame needs to be room temperature. Can't be an exterior door in Chicago in the middle of winter. The adhesive won't work. When putting this on, I like to start cutting the pieces to length first. Measure, then cut. The reasoning is if you're long, when you get to the bottom of the frame or to wherever, then you've inadvertently stretched the material. That would be a point of failure. You'd want to immediately remove and reposition. And when you're applying it, just lots of pressure this way. Don't try to roll it down that would cause a failure. So clean, cured surface. Lots of pressure this way. Don't stretch it out as you're applying it. I like to pull back about a foot of it at a time because I don't want to unintentionally bump. If I had 2 or 3 feet of it, I don't want to get that adhesive out in the atmosphere. I don't want it unintentionally touching anything either. So I like to work with a shorter distance. This is fairly rigid, so you should be able to get that straight down the frame without too much trouble at all. Patience is really the key to installing this such that it looks like it was professionally done. You can get that to be real wavy if you're going real fast with it, because on a frame there's lots of straight lines. You're going to see any deviation in your installation whatsoever. So follow those guidelines and you'll have a lot of success with this material. It's inexpensive relatively, and I have found it to be not only used in fire-rated application where it's required, but just to augment an existing installation. You might have gasketing applied on the stops. Well, I've with success installed this material on the face of the face of the stop, forgive me, to assist, to augment. And it's noticeable because you can see the buildup of dust on the frame where it's obviously retarded the transmission of dust, of debris, of sound, of energy. Showroom on one side of the building, demising wall, shop. You really kind of want to keep the dust and the sound in the shop. You know, you got your rear door open and the front door opens and the air races through the building in the summertime, carries all that particulate naturally to your showroom. So this is good, inexpensive material just to add on to what you're already doing. Now the name C.R. Lawrence is synonymous with, I wouldn't say they're synonymous with weather stripping, but they're synonymous with hardware that goes along with door installations, namely aluminum storefront installations, synonymous. And of course their name is known as the primary name as it pertains to shower door hardware, hinges, gaskets, clamps, towel bars, push and pull sets. There's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up the full line of C.R. Lawrence material that we sell, which is not an efficient way to find what you're looking for. A link to the manufacturer's website, which is helpful, but in the center section of that manufacturer's page are links to all the individual sections of what would be a massive multi-phone book thick catalog from C.R. Lawrence if it was printed all in one sort of format. So if you have any questions on the C.R. Lawrence SW250BL roll of black adhesive gasketing or any other C.R. Lawrence product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.